AirPods have truly revolutionized the world. Sure, at first they were mocked for their design, what with the long stem and all, but they have since evolved into something truly great. It's like, no matter where you go, people everywhere have them in their ears, especially if you live near big cities, and specifically here in the States. Everywhere you turn, it seems that at least one person always has a pair in their ears. It started with just the regular AirPods, then the AirPods Pro, and now there's also the AirPods Max in the lineup. But for some people, it's the noise cancellation and tighter fit the AirPods Pro provide that truly make their life so much easier. Whether you use them for the gym, while on a plane or public transportation, or simply while going for a walk outside, there's no denying that AirPods' versatility and ease of use make them an extremely popular accessory to add to your ecosystem of Apple products. And now for the all-new second gen of AirPods Pro, Apple has delivered a substantial upgrade to the already well-rounded AirPods Pro first gen. The AirPods Pro now expand on what already set the AirPods Pro first gen apart, including ANC Mode, Transparency Mode, better overall audio, longer battery life, and the all-new H2 chip that dramatically enhances all the special features you get with this purchase. I rarely am excited this much to review a pair of headphones, but AirPods Pro have been my go-to for the gym for a very long time. And I'm super excited that Apple decided to make these a truly worthy upgrade versus their predecessors. So guys, today I'm going to go over a quick unboxing as well as my official review now that I've had a few days to play test with them and take them with me on my pogo walks and overall get a good feel for them so that you guys are well informed and are given non-biased and honest opinions. I know these are going to be an extremely popular choice this holiday season and you guys may have many questions. So stay tuned because we're going to go over everything that's new here. This is sure to be a good one, so without further ado, let's get started with that unboxing. Alright, the unboxing experience is very similar if you already had the first gen AirPods Pro, but there is an extra small goodie thrown in there, quite literally, but we'll find out what it is soon enough. First off, we have a clear and distinctive image of our AirPods Pro buds front and center. At this point, the design is extremely iconic and the design of AirPods Pro can be distinguished from a mile away. On the left hand and right hand side, we feature silver Apple logos, and on the top of our box is AirPods Pro branding in that same silver text. On the bottom is our serial number information, and finally here on the back we have an image of the AirPods Pro inside their case that is still more or less the same, but does feature new components, as well as the text AirPods Pro Gen 2 in multiple languages. So now we have two green pull tabs to assist with this unboxing, so let's pull those off. Lift open the lid, and front and center is our literature packet that reads designed by Apple in California. We do have a quick start guide and our ultra boring warranty and information guide that I'm positive absolutely no regular human being has willingly read in its entirety. Underneath that is our AirPods case that houses our AirPods Pro wrapped in this frosted protective plastic, but we're going to set that off to the side for just a second as we dig deeper into the contents of our box. Upon digging, you'll notice this small little envelope like holder that houses our different sized ear tips. On a device like AirPods Pro, getting the correct fit is imperative to the ANC and Transparency Mode experience, that way there's no sound leakage. And now the added small surprise I mentioned is that we also now have extra small ear tips as well as the small and large, while the medium tips are pre-installed by default. And finally, the last thing in the box is our standard USB-C to Lightning cable to recharge our buds and case. And now, heading back to the start of this unboxing, remove the frosted plastic shrouding our AirPods case in mystery, and open up the lid to reveal your shiny, all-new AirPods Pro. Probably the cleanest they will ever be. Okay, so now let's compare these head to head to the prior version AirPods Pro. The first gen's on the left, with the brand new ones being on the right. As you can see, the overall shape and design has remained the same with the dimensions being unchanged. The new second gen case is still as palmable as ever, but what you will notice on the bottom side is a dedicated speaker system that chimes when you plug in a lightning cable or lay on a Qi enabled wireless charger, as well as emitting a loud noise for in the event you misplace them and have to search for them using the Find My app. As you can see, these work just like AirTags thanks to the U1 chip that is also featured inside the case. And also thanks to the speaker on the case, when misplacing your pods case and with them being in the general vicinity of where you misplaced them, you'll be able to not only have a visual cue, but also an audio cue to rediscover your AirPods and be reunited, because we all know we've misplaced our AirPods a few times, maybe several times. Also, here on the right hand side of our case is a loop hook for a lanyard. I feel this would be useful for a lot of people and can avoid misplacing them. I'm really glad Apple has a built-in hook to attach these to your keys, a purse, or other items. When holding the two earbuds though, you won't notice much of a difference in weight or size. In fact, the only way you'd be able to tell these apart from the first gen is the dual vent design on the top on the newer versions, and these vents are essentially for pressure equalization when using active noise cancellation. On the exterior, it may seem like this isn't much of an upgrade, but it's all about all the hardware found inside that truly makes these a worthy upgrade. First off, Apple is using a brand new skin detect sensor instead of a proximity sensor to tell whether the AirPods are on your ear versus when you take them off, and this will offer a significant improvement compared to the original AirPods. It used to be a little finicky here and there with the first gens, so hopefully all of this gets ironed out and be more concise. But the main attraction and the biggest upgrades come in the form of two new key design details. Number one, the new cutting-edge H2 wireless chip that has so much tech built in, it's incredible and allows for the more improved acoustics, much improved noise cancellation that Apple claims will drown out twice as much noise as the prior versions. I'm not sure about this, but it is for sure noticeable and improved. And the second upgrade is the new custom amplifier that powers the retuned drivers to deliver richer bass and more lows and mids that allow music with bouncy grooves and a ton of bass to be more well defined. In terms of audio quality, as I've mentioned before, this is always the hardest part about an earbud review, because I really wish I could just pass these over to you through your phone screen or your computer monitor. But honestly, these are a lot better than the prior version. Sure, there's no lossless audio support, but it's immediately apparent that Apple has tweaked the drivers so that music sounds much more powerful, with much richer acoustics and bass that sometimes resonates with you in a way that'll make you want to get up and move. Thanks to the newly tweaked drivers, all of your favorite tracks sound fuller and there's very little high volume distortion. They sound extremely good is all I'ma say. Apart from the new amplifier and drivers is the addition of the H2 chip that I mentioned that dramatically improves ANC mode and a more improved adaptive transparency mode. The latter isn't any new separate mode, however. It's the same transparency mode as before, only with a new name and massive improvements. As someone who has used transparency mode on AirPods for some time now, it has been in a league of its own versus the competition, barely even touching it. Like, the level of pass-through of outside sound is really spectacular. And now with the H2 chip, it's like transparency mode but on tech steroids. So going back to the new adaptive transparency mode, what's new? Well, it's the same transparency mode we've come to love and expect, but now, anytime there's a very hard or loud sound above 85 decibels around your surrounding, it'll bring that sound down and cuts it so that it doesn't damage your ears, and that is revolutionary. So like, imagine you're walking through the city and you're minding your own business, listening to your tunes with transparency mode, because you know, you'll want to be aware of your surroundings while crossing streets and such. And let's say there's some construction work around the next block and some construction worker starts cranking up the good old jackhammer. Well, thanks to the H2 and all the computational audio work behind the AirPods Pro, it will essentially nullify and bring down the decibels of the jackhammer, and that super loud sound will be suppressed to a level under 85 decibels. And that sound could literally be anything, like a loud siren, a dog barking, maybe even some thunder, etc. Like, you'll still hear the sound, but now it won't be drastic, and it will more or less be along the same noise level as everything else around you. It's really quite impressive. It's keeping the same sound signature and just bringing it down, and it does it all in real time with virtually zero delay. I think Apple's claim is that it's sampling outside sound 48 1,000 times per second, roughly about 240 times faster than the Gen 1 AirPods. But what about ANC mode, or active noise cancellation as it's also called? I tested both the Gen 1 AirPods Pro and the Gen 2 AirPods Pro in my apartment with my television on in the background and also some music coming from my HomePod Mini, and the improvements are quite noticeable. These have been my favorite wireless earbuds to take while on a train, a plane, or a busy shopping mall. And now, when you want to be in your own world, unbothered, the ANC mode on the new Gen 2 Pros are now going to provide you with even better performance. With white noise like your AC or the engine hum of a plane, it's incredible how most of the noise just instantly gets canceled out almost immediately once you hear that iconic ding the OS makes when you activate ANC mode. And look guys, it's insane how much computational audio is happening in the AirPods Pro sound. It literally adjusts the EQ across all of your tracks, and that's why sometimes it's hard to review AirPods Pro, because each song kind of has its own unique feel when you listen with AirPods Pro because of that constant EQ adjustment being made in real time. The ANC mode on these is one of the, if not the best in the entire industry. These AirPods Pro are taking things to a whole new level, and it's hard to even find a decent rival for these since they really are in a league of their own. There are also improvements to spatial audio, but truth be told, I'm not that big of a fan of spatial audio. There's a new ear scan for specialized spatial audio, and it uses the Face ID depth sensors to measure your head and your ear depth and such, and it's supposed to make your spatial audio experience more unique and refined to you. But once I did it, it just made the soundstage sound much wider and just made it feel like the instruments were more far apart. Almost like having speakers at a concert be twice as far apart. I don't know, it was weird. If you're a fan of spatial audio, there are some improvements, but for me, I don't care too much for them. But wait, there's more. Many people wonder about battery life for their buds, especially those who listen to music every single day like myself. Well, I'm glad to inform you guys that we did also see a pretty decent improvement to battery life. Now, instead of 24 hours of juice from the case, that has now been bumped up to 30 hours. And now the earbuds themselves will last you up to 6 hours, even with ANC mode activated according to Apple, instead of the 4 or 5 hours the older Gen 1s provided. And now, pretty interestingly, Apple announced that the redesigned MagSafe charging case can not only still charge wirelessly, but can now also be charged by an Apple Watch charger, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know how many scenarios I'd be with only an Apple Watch charger and not a Lightning or a Qi-enabled wireless charger, but hey, it's a nice added bonus, I guess. And lastly, for some other minor but noteworthy improvements, the earbuds themselves have improved touch controls that support swiping up and down on the stems to raise and lower the volume. To get it right, it's this weird pinch kind of action while it's on the ear, so at first it's a little awkward to nail correctly, but you get used to it pretty quickly. And now you won't have to worry about getting finessed by someone accidentally placing their buds in your case, seeing as how now the software will alert you with a chime and notification whenever AirPods that are not paired to your phone are placed inside your AirPods Pro case. So what's my verdict? While I think AirPods Pro are still pretty pricey, coming in at $249 here in the States, I believe they are worth every penny. Now hear me out. It is such a joy popping these in your ears and activating your choice of ANC or transparency mode, or neither, and just get going with whatever you got going on for the day. And now you'll have to worry a lot less about misplacing your case thanks to that added U1 chip that allows these to act just like AirTags. And the audio chime they provide is awesome, so that you can find these much easier in the event you happen to lose them. The insane improvements to ANC and transparency mode thanks to the H2 chip is phenomenal, and the extended battery life is a welcome addition. These buds are near perfect in my opinion, and if this is your first time picking up a pair of AirPods, you'll be pleasantly surprised at how useful and great they are. Even upgrading from the Gen 1 AirPods will provide you with significant improvements to audio quality that will make you feel better about upgrading. Not to mention all the other features, including that extended battery life, which I think the general population will find the most useful. For those searching for a reliable pair of truly wireless earbuds, look no further, as these are the pinnacle of Apple technology. Let me know what you guys think though. Did you order a pair? If so, let us know your experience with these all new Gen 2 AirPods Pro in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe for more tech content just like this, and until next time guys, I'm clocking out for now, but I cannot wait to catch you all in my next video.